Hey everybody, what is going on? Serial Lover Jive here, and today I'm playing Entropia Universe. What we're going to be doing today is we are on FOMA, aka Club Neverdie, aka the place where you go to global when you're mining. So yeah, we're basically on Club Neverdie, or FOMA. I call it Club Neverdie just because of how long I've been playing the game. It's always going to be Club Neverdie to me. Anyways, what I did is I bought a big old-fashioned amp. You can see it over here, a level 8 Finder. So this is a big one. This is the one I used on my last run. You can see I've still got that amp on there because I haven't been playing for a few weeks, or maybe a few weeks for me. For you guys, I don't know when. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be running out with that amplifier and mining. We're going to see if we can't get some good loot and make some profit, or at least not lose a ton of money. So for those of you guys who aren't in the know, the way Club Neverdie works is when you're here, the area you mine is smaller. Your chances of finding a claim are smaller, but when you do find a claim, they tend to be bigger. So if you come here with an amplifier, there's a good chance that you're going to get some really good, really cool loot. And I'm hoping that's going to be the case. What do I have up here? Ooh, we got some bullets up here. That's nice. I'm going to be doing like a 50 PED run. So basically what I'm going to be doing is doing this run until I run out of ammo. Or not ammo, sorry. Until I run out of TT on that amplifier. So even though the amplifier has about 168 PEDs worth of TT value, or it's 169 with markup, I think it's like 162 TT. Something like that. But even though it has that much, I'm going to be spending a lot more per drop. So this is going to go pretty fast if you guys sort of judge by my other videos. Also, because I'm on Club Neverdie, I can mine a little bit closer, so the drops are going to be more they're going to just take place over a shorter period of time. So we've got our finder here. Let's look for end matter and ore, and let's get going. First drop, if we can hit it right here, that's a good sign. The nice thing about Club Neverdie is there's a good chance that I'm going to hit something, and if I do, it's going to be a nice global. There's also a good chance that you can hit nothing, so that's the thing. Like a mining run on Club Neverdie, you can spend 200 PEDs and walk away with zero, zilch, nada. But you can also spend 200 PEDs and walk away with 2 globals and a half. I think they've changed the claims a little bit. Like I don't think it's dropping like it used to, but we'll see. What I'm going to do is I'm going to run straight down this dome. I'm going to see if I get any hits. If I do and I like what I'm seeing, I'm going to stay in the dome. If I don't, I'm just going to move to the next one. That's sort of how I do it. Club Neverdie used to be the place to go. People used to come here all the time for mining just because it was so lucrative, right? You could come up here with a huge amp and you could get all sorts of stuff, and everybody knew like what domes had what. So if a certain ore had a markup that went up by like 10-20%, you'd see all the big time miners coming up here and just going nuts. That doesn't quite happen as much anymore, but it's still a thing that people do, and it's still fun. So we just got a sizable there. That's I think it's like an 11. It said the size is 11. It's probably going to be around like 25 to 40 PEDs is my guess. I forget what the ranges are for all this stuff, but it's a pretty big claim that I found right there, especially for end matter. I'm probably spending about 4 to 5 PEDs a drop on end matter, and another probably maybe like 5 to 6 on ore. So we can just see this count go up. But basically, even though like these claims look big, and a lot of players do get confused by this, even though the claims look big, it doesn't mean that what I'm getting is making me a profit. If I get it on the first drop, the fact that I got this on the third drop, pretty good. Like I'm probably doing okay. But just because the claim's big doesn't mean I'm making a profit, because if you look, what have I done? I've done 3 drops. Let's see how much I've spent here. 3 drops, and I've burned through already, 24 PEDs. So if you guys do the math on that, 24 PEDs plus probes, okay? So I've probably burned through about 30 PEDs in that small period of time. So that just gives you guys an example of, let's see. If I go above 30 PEDs, I'm probably doing okay. If I'm below that, I'm not. And you know that is what the game is. That's what this is all about. The whole thing here is I want to try and hit big. Like I want to get that global. I want to get that rush. So amp up and see how good you can do. And especially when you go here, like this is, I can't stress this enough. FOMA is high risk, high rewards. If you guys see me do good, like I don't know how I'm going to do on this run, but if you see me doing amazing, it doesn't necessarily mean that like you should come up here and do the same thing, because it's high risk, high reward. A lot of players, like a lot of people, they watch these videos and they think like they can instantly jump in and make all this money. I wouldn't be coming up here with anything less than an F105 finder. Like mine is maxed out, and even that's a little bit too low in my opinion for FOMA. Just to give you guys an idea of like the skills and the levels you should be at. You probably want to be using like a limited finder that has a bit better depth to it, because let's check the claim depth here if I can get to it before I'm done mining. Oh, we can. All right. So if you look at the claim depth, what is it? 446 meters. So that's right within my range. So that's probably why I found it, because it's right within my range. But there's a lot of claims here that are pretty deep, just because those bigger claims, those better claims, those high markup claims are usually a little bit deeper. See that? I'm at 522.4, and you can see like not anymore on this. Like I maxed out this finder years ago. But that's how it goes. Sorry about the sirens. I don't know if you guys are hearing that or not, but there's like some sirens going by outside. Doesn't happen too much anymore. It used to be one of those things, like I think every video you'd hear them, like, because I used to live by a fire department, so you'd always hear sirens. All right, so we did good there. We're break even right now. We're break even. We got 33 PET loot and we're break even. Let's drop again. I'm going for that double right here, but look at those skills. Because I'm spending more, I'm getting way more skills. So that's also a huge advantage. And this goes for everything, right? Like mining, hunting, crafting, like coloring, whatever skill you're doing. The more PEDs you're spending, the more skills you're getting. It doesn't mean that you're getting that skill increase bonus. It doesn't mean that you're like maximizing the skill gains. It's just the more PEDs you spend, the more likely you are to get higher levels of skill points. Also, the lower you are, the more skills you get too. So like it's an exponential curve as far as the skills go. Am I being chased? Oh, I am. All right. I'm like tempted to drop, but I don't want to, because if this thing kills me, what's going to happen? So this is what happens, right? If this thing kills me mid-drop, I'm going to lose out on that. And since these are like some big PED claims, I really don't want that to happen. Let's see what it's hitting for. Let's just see what happens. What dome am I in, by the way? Let's check. Biome number 6. All right, we can come back here. Yeah, it's doing good damage, so I'll just let this thing kill me and be right back. That's the other thing too. Like again, Club Neverdie, the stakes are higher. I keep saying Club Neverdie, it's actually FOMA, but the stakes are higher, so you really want to make sure you don't mess anything up. You want to make sure that you don't die in between when you're dropping or anything like that, just because that can be a not so nice of a thing to happen. So I did get that one claim here, so I'm thinking I'm going to go a little bit longer. We're just going to do a quick sort of run just in this area right here, because I know I haven't mined here. And depending on how that goes, we'll come back. I think this was a hill I was running towards. I don't want to overlap, because if you overlap, that's obviously not a good thing. So we're going to just do a quick little, let's drop here. See if we can't find any more oil. Not that oil is exactly what you want to get with this, because there is a markup on that amp. I think I paid 104%. Actually, oil's not too bad, but basically, when you're paying a markup on an amplifier, that means you're just paying a little bit extra per drop. So what you find, it needs to have a higher markup just to cover that. Usually, the way it works, at least the way I figure it works, is when you're dealing with MA or Mind Arc, you're going to be losing about 5%, okay? And then whatever markup you have, they're not counting that in, so you're going to be losing on top of that, right? So if every time I drop a probe or every time I shoot my gun, I'm losing TT plus 5%, let's say, I want to get stuff that's worth about TT plus 11%, so 111% that I can sell on auction to actually make a return. This is why unlimited guns and stuff like that's so valuable, because now you're just losing TT. So anytime you make something with markup, even if it's just 5%, you're going to be doing good overall, right? Like I think, and again, it's debatable what your returns are. Like MindArc hasn't released that. I'm just using this as an example. Some people say they're as high as 20%. Others say they're more like 2%. My guess would be 5 to 10. So if you can find something that's giving you an 11% markup and you're only spending TT, which means decay, everything like that is just trade terminal value, you're going to be doing amazing. You're going to be doing awesome. But again, you've got to find that markup, and then you've got to spend the money to get that gear. For instance, this amp, what is this? Because this amp has like such a high % markup, like this has a markup, right? The finder, but I can repair the finder, so that markup doesn't count. But since the amp's not repairable, anytime I decay it, that sort of, it's costing me TT value. Or it's costing me TT value plus that markup. So on average, I'm probably spending about 104% or something like that of my like sort of probes TT value. Not probes TT value, sorry, decay and probes. And then you've got to count that TT value. Hopefully that makes sense. So you can see here, someone probably got a really good claim, because if you leave it sitting, that usually means it's something good. There's no one around, so I'm going to do something a little sneaky. Sometimes if someone gets a good claim, right, you can get something good if you just drop right next to it. So let's see how this goes. Sometimes this isn't true. This probably isn't true this time, but no, it's not. All right, we're going to try another dome just because we dropped a good number of probes and we didn't really get a return. Not what I was looking for. But usually if you see like a claim sitting there, so every claim has a time it takes to basically like disappear. So if you find let's say if you find like if you find like a level 3 claim, I think you've got about 1 hour to mine it. It's more than enough time. Like 1 hour is plenty of time. But if you forget about it, you don't come back, and 1 hour passes, I've had this happen. Like the game will shut down or the game will crash, like the server crashes, and I just can't get online in time. Like I've got to go somewhere, so I leave, and when I get back online, the claim's expired. It sucks, but it does happen. But the higher value you get, the longer that claim's going to sit there, and the better off you are. Also, before I forget, you've got to notice too with Prospector, there is this whole with the amplifiers, there's this whole level that you need to use it. So always make sure you're maxed out on those, because that costs a lot. You're gonna see we've already gone through about 80 PEDs of probes. So this it's not looking like this is gonna be a good run. But again, this can change because you never know what's gonna happen on Club Neverdie. Last probe, I've seen it where people get like a HOF, and all of a sudden they're just overjoyed, like they're so depressed because they've been losing, they haven't been getting anything, life sucks, and then they hit that HOF and they're so excited. They're like, I knew this was going to happen. It's like, well, you're one accidental mouse click away from that not happening. Like, don't think that you outsmarted the game. Oops, I did not mean to drop that. Let's see how this goes. Sometimes the accidental drops are the best. No. All right, that one wasn't. So let's just keep going. But yeah, hopefully this makes sense to some of you guys. Yeah. I'll try and make some more guides too. It's just hard. Like sometimes I can never. It's always hard to figure out what sort of guides I should be doing. We got more Force Nexus here. It looks like Force Nexus is sort of the thing that's just dropping in these domes. I'm gonna go ahead and drop right near here. Ooh, look at that, 5.014 skills on ground assessments. That's a huge gain. And I see someone off to the left. I'm not sure if they're a miner or not, but I don't want to try and run over the same ground they've been doing. Because if I do, there's a good chance that they just found all the claims that are there to find, and I'm running a fool's errand. That's the problem with dropping by probes. Like if you see a miner nearby, you don't want to drop by their probes because they probably already found what's down there. It's only if you see like a claim and you're like, if that's been there for a few days, there's a good chance that something good was there. Because otherwise the claim would have expired. All right, let's see what we can do here. Come on now. Ooh. See, today we're not getting too much from this today. This might very well be like a bad mining run, to be honest with you. But it's always good to show those too, because I really don't want to give people the idea that Entropia Universe is this game that you just log into and make money, because that's not what it is. And honestly, I think people who sell it like that are doing a disservice to themselves or viewers in the game. Because people are going to come in with an expectation of something, and that's not the truth, right? And like, it sucks for their mind arc because people come in thinking they're going to make money, they get upset with them, they get all this bad press. It's just not good. It sucks for you because your viewers are going to get upset with you. I've seen that happen, like people who jump into Entropia and they're like, all right, now I'm going to show you guys a surefire way to make $1 million. And of course, like it doesn't work, but people watch the videos, and because these guys picked the video where they actually managed to like profit, everybody thinks they know what they're doing. They get on, and then the video starts out. Ooh, I haven't been to this dome. I can tell because I don't have that land area there. Let's try this one. We're gonna try something new. But yeah, everybody like logs on. They're so psyched for it. They start playing. You see all these nice comments, and like 2 weeks later, people are just like, you lied to me. Like this isn't making me a profit. And it's like, well, yeah. If someone figured it out, how to play Entropia and make tons of money, and some of these people, they're like acting like they're gonna make more money than MindArc. It's like no. The game's developers are gonna be making money first, and then you. But yeah, like if someone figured it out, they probably won't be sharing it. Like if I wanted to play Entropia as a full-time job, I'm not going to tell everybody how to do it because they're my competition, right? Same with these people. But yeah, like I don't know. I mean, I get why people do it because it's an easy way to get views, and a lot of people like they do get into the game and they get super excited about it. I've been there, right? As a new player, you jump in, you're so excited, you're trying to figure everything out, and the first time you get like a theory that seems to work. Ooh, we got some fruit. The first time you get a theory that seems to work, you just want to run with it. You want to run with it and just make this thing happen. You want to tell everybody about it. You want to spread the good vibes. Ooh, nice. And I completely get it. It's just, ooh, level 16 surveyor. That's nice. You guys are probably like, Serial, I'm a level 17 surveyor. I know. But yeah, like I get why people do it, and I know it's not like coming from a bad place. It's just one of those things that it really, like when I see that, I'm like, oh, don't tell people that. Uh-oh, am I getting attacked? Let's drop a probe, then we're going to go to that mob and see what happens. Alright, so we should be getting the, let's see. Alright, nothing. Jeez, we are striking out here, folks. And I think this run's going to be over pretty fast, isn't it? Ooh, 24 PEDs left on this. Did I just miss some fruit back there? I need all the fruit I can get. Oops, this thing's going to attack me, isn't it? Oh, but it's a low-level mob, so I don't really have too much to worry about. I can probably outrun this guy. Can I? Maybe not. But, yeah, 24 PEDs left on this. It's looking like this is not going to be a good run. This is probably going to be something where I'm losing about 150 PEDs, which is rough. Yeah, I'm going to let this kill me, and I'm going to try a new dome. I thought he was a lower level. Like, 21, like, I could take him if I had armor and all that, but I don't really want to bother with that today. Maybe I'll do some hunting runs up here, and we can see how those go, because that could be sort of cool. All right. So far, it's not good. So far, it's not good at all. Let's pick a dome. Let's pick a lucky dome here. We're going to pick this one. Or no, we're not. We're going to go 17. Maybe I just like dodged a global. Maybe I'm going to hit it now. I don't know. All right. Also, keep in mind, folks, this is a perfect example of what I'm talking about. Even if I hit a global here, I'm still going to lose money. Like, I'm probably down about 100 PEDs right now, so I could get a pretty, like, decent global for, like, a hunt or anything like that, and I'll still be losing money. So, yeah, that's never good. But we got to keep trying. Let's go for it. What are my skills at, too? Like, you can see getting some nice skill gains from these. I'll probably hit, I'm hoping I'll hit, like, 60,000 by the time this video is over. I know, like, so a lot of you guys probably have way more skills than me, but for me, like, 60,000 is a pretty nice number. I like that. It sounds big. I think Uber, if you're, like, an Uber, a lot of people consider that to be around, like, 400,000 skills. Just to give you guys an idea of where I am as far as a player. Like, I'm a mid-tier player at best. Again, I'm a free-to-play player, so, like, I don't go on a ton of runs like these. But some people who deposit, you know, $10 a day, they're doing this every day. Or every other day, I guess. Depending on how their losses are. Every day or every other day, you know. But, yeah, some people are doing it every day, which it would be pretty fast. Like, you could hit my skill level pretty fast if you're spending that much. All right. Let's drop again. I'm going to get that notification, too, that I'm, my amp's getting close to disrepair, I think. Oh, that's it? Is that it? Is that it? Oh, no. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Run over, folks. Jesus. No warning, no message. I was looking for, like, a message that says, like, it's about to decay. I must have missed it. Or maybe they don't give the message if you've got it equipped. But yeah, that's it. That's a loser. That is a massive loser. Let's let this thing kill us. These are huge mobs, by the way. If you guys can take these out, some people do it for profit because I think they give some pretty good loot, or some of the time they do. But yeah, it's a level 63 mob, so it's very hard to kill. Yeah, so we're gonna total this up, I guess, and you guys are gonna be amazed. It's not good. The nice thing with oil is I can actually take that back down with me if I want to. The fruit, I don't really care about. Oh, this is storage. Wow, I'm like off right now because I was hoping I'd get like a little bit more, and that was just disappointing. So yeah, we got 32 PEDs back. In ammo, we spent about 30 PEDs. So we took a loss of 167 PEDs here today. Yeah, that's not good. 167 PEDs. And that's why I don't do runs like this too often, just because high risk, high reward. I knew it was a possibility, but it definitely takes the wind out of my sails when I see that. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and until next time, peace.